Welcome. So we're going to be going through the 2019 Csec Additional Mathematics Paper 1. Nice and easy. Soft. Question 1 says, the expression x minus 2 is a factor of. So you just need to see which one of them f of 2 equals 0. That's what we need. So we're going to set x equal 2. When you set x equal 2, let's put it in the first one. So you put x equal 2 there, 4 times 2 to the 4 minus 2 times 2 squared minus 56, you get 0. So this one work, and so it is option A. Easy question. Question 2. Question 2 says when x cubed minus 7x squared plus 2x minus 1 is divided by x plus 2, the quotient is, you need to find the quotient, not the remainder. So you're going to have to do the long division. We're going to have to do the long division and divide it by, of course, x plus 2. So it's going to be x plus 2 into x cubed minus 7x squared plus 2x minus 1. So you're going to go x into x cubed, that goes x squared. Then x squared times x, that's x cubed. X squared times 2 is plus 2x squared. And then you go ahead and you do your subtraction. Do your subtraction. What you get is, always remember to bracket it, minus 7x squared minus 2x squared, that gives you minus 9x squared. Then x into minus 9x squared is minus 9x. Now without even continuing, there's only one option with x squared minus 9x. So it is option D. So even without finishing, we know D is the answer. You don't need to continue no further. Next one. It says if f of x is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, then f of x can be expressed as, you have to look for the formula. Remember, h is equal to b over 2a. When you want to put it in the vertex form, a in bracket x plus h squared. So we have b over 2a plus k is 4ac minus b squared over 4a. So 4ac minus b squared over 4a. See it here? Option C. Nice. Question 4. Which of the following graphs best represent f of x equal to x times 1 minus x? First thing, if you were to solve x times 1 minus x equals 0, you're going to get the roots are x equals 0. Or you have 1 minus x equals 0. So this one, you're getting x equal 1 as the root. So 0 and 1 are the two roots. But because the coefficient of x squared is negative, we know it frowns. So it frown and have roots 0 and 1. Which one is that? Option B. Nice. Moving right along. Question 5. Question 5 says the value of x squared, which x plus 15 squared is equal to 64x. All you have to do is expand the square of this. So you get first term square plus twice the product of the two. 15x times 2, that's 30x, plus 225, and that is equal to 225. That is equal to 64x. So this is the quadratic we're solving. So what do you do? Let me continue it in black over here. So continuing, you can bring over the 64x to one side. So everything there on one side, so you're going to get x squared minus 34x plus 225 equals 0. This is what we get when we bring everything over to one side. So all you need to do is go ahead and factorize. So going ahead and factorize, we notice what? We get x minus 9 times x minus 25 equals 0. Because you ask yourself, which two numbers when you times them, you get 225. When you add them, you get 34. It has to be 9 and 25. And so x equal 9 or x equal 25. That is it. That looks like option D. Question 6. Question 6 says the value of x for which x squared minus 7x plus 10 is less than 0. So the value of x for which this is less than 0, well, first thing you have to do is factorize. So factorize this expression to get x minus 2 times x minus 5, and this is less than 0. And so what you need to do, it's always good when you just draw a little sketch. You draw a little sketch to see what's going on. And the root here is 2 and the root here is 5. And in between it is right here. So x is between 2 and 5, which is option B. Nice and easy, soft. Moving right along. Question 7, it says find the values of x for which this is greater than or equal to 0. All you have to do then to find the values of x for which this is greater than or equal to 0 is you cross multiply. When you cross multiply, what you're going to get is 2x plus 1 multiplied by x minus 1, and that's greater than or equal to 0. All right, so you multiply through by x minus 1 all squared to get that. So you convert the rational inequality to a quadratic inequality. Then you do what you're supposed to do, you sketch your graph. You sketch your graph, and you know the roots are going to be minus a half and 1, something like this. That's negative a half, and 1 is somewhere over here. And you're outside the roots. So you're outside here. And so the answer is going to be x is less than minus a half. X is less than minus a half, or x is greater than 1. That's the possibility. So x is less than or equal to minus a half, or x is greater than or equal to 1. All right, now let's look at the possible options that they give us, because we know we're supposed to get this as the answer. X is less than or equal to minus a half. That's one possibility. Or x is greater than or equal to 1. So let's see which one fits these two criteria. This one out. Greater than or equal to minus a half out. This out. Greater than or equal to minus a half out. X is less than a half. Well, the only one, x less than a half, look at this. That's not necessarily true. So the only option right here that they're giving us is x is greater than 1. Nice. Next question says, f of x is equal to minus 2 over 9x cubed. So what I need you to do is plug in x as minus 3. Minus 3 cubed is 27. 27 minus 27 times 2 is minus 54. Minus 54 over 9, negative 6. And you plug in 3, so it's just going to be between minus 6 and 6. All you're doing is plug in negative 3 and 3. That will give you the range. Easy. It says now right here, f of x is x plus 1 over x minus 1. G of x is 2x plus 1. Find f g of x. To To find fg of x, you're going to plug in g of x into f. So it's going to be 2x plus 1 divided by 2x plus 1 minus 1. Nice and easy. So this is what we're getting. And so what we get is 2x plus 2 divided by 2x. And so then all we have to do now is do our division and divide through by 2. When we divide through by 2, what we get is x plus 1 over x. That's what we get, x plus 1 over x. Option A. Nice. All right, moving right along. Next question, it says m of x is 5 plus 2x. What is m of 4 minus 2a? So m of x, so that means the m of 4 minus 2a, we're just going to replace x with 4 minus 2a. So we get 5 plus 2 times 4 minus 2a. What you're going to get is, this works out to be 5 plus 2 times 4 is 8 minus 4a. And so what we get is 13 minus 4a. 13 minus 4a. Nice. That is option D. No problem. Question 11. Question 11 says f inverse is such that it is x squared minus 1. Find f of x. Now to find f of x, all you have to really do is just write x is equal to, replace x with y. Now you write y squared minus 1. And then you make back y the subject. So first you add 1 to both sides. So you get x plus 1. Then you square root it. And this is going to be y. X plus 1 all square rooted is y. And so that's your f of x, the square root of x plus 1. Easy, easy, easy. Nice. Question 12. Question 12 says, what is 2 to the minus 1 divided by 8 to the 1/3 power? 2 to the minus 1 is a half. And so you have a half is being divided by 8 to the 1/3 is 2. A half divided by 2 is a quarter. A half divided by 2 is a quarter. All right. That is option A. Easy question. Question 13. It says, given that log to base p of x is 6 and log to base p of y is 4, then what is the value of log to base p of x over y? So then what you're going to do now is, we know that x is then equal to base to the power p to the 6. And we know that y is equal to base to the power. And so what you end up getting now then is x over y is going to be equal to p to the 6 over p to the 4. P to the 6 over p to the 4. And p to the 6 over p to the 4 is p squared. That's what you get. And so what does that mean? That means log to base p of x over y is log to base p of p squared. This works out to be equal to 2. Nice and easy. So that is 2. Question 14. 3 times 27 to the 2x equal 9 to the x. Find what is x. Since bases are the same, we can write it as 3 to the 1 multiplied by 3 to the 3 is 27. So rewrite this as 3 to the 3 times 2x and this is equal to 9 to the x can be written as 3 to the 2x. And so now whenever the bases are the same, we can just, we can add and equate the powers. So equating the powers right here, we're going to have 1 plus 6x is equal to 2x. We bring over the 2x here, we get 4x equal -1, and so x equal -1/4. And so that's what you get, x equal -1/4. Nice. Next one, find the value of x for which 4 to the x plus 1 is 2. So now we can rewrite 4 as 2 squared. So it's 2 squared times x plus 1. And you have to remember that if it's equal to 2, what is 2? 2 is just 2 to the 1. And so by laws of indices, if you have 2 to this is equal to 2 to this, we can equate the powers. So 2 times x plus 1 is equal to 1. And so we can divide both sides by 2 to get x plus 1 is equal to 1/2. And so then we can subtract 1 from both sides to get x is equal to -1/2. Nice, x is -1/2. Nice and easy. Moving right along. Question 16. It says find the value of x. To find the value of x, it's always good when you write it as one logarithm. So you write it as log to base 2 of 5x plus 1 over 3x minus 5. 5x plus 1 over 3x plus 5. 3x minus 5, and this is equal to 2. Now by laws of logarithm, what we then know is that this is 2. 2 to the 2 is 4, and so 4 is equal to 5x plus 1 over 3x minus 5. That's what we know. So now that this is what we know, we're good. Now we can go ahead and solve for x. Solving for x, we're going to have 4 times 3x minus 5. And that is equal to 5x plus 1. And so what you're going to get is 4 times 3x is 12x. Minus 4 times minus 5 is minus 20. That's equal to 5x plus 1. And so we can subtract 5x from both sides to get 7x is equal to, add 20 to both sides, 21. And so x equal 3. X equal 3. Nice and easy. No biggie. Soft. Moving right along. Question 17 says a series minus 2 plus 4 over 3 minus 8 over 9. Plus, we know that looking at it, the next term would be 16 over 27. Now, why do I write that down? Because I don't like to find the sum of this, all right? All right, and the reason why I don't like to do it like this, I like to look at it as, I like to group up my negative terms to get a series for that, and group up my positive terms, and then add them as 2 different series. That's what I like to do, ideally. All right. That's what I like to do, ideally. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to separate them as 2 separate series. So I look at it as -2 minus 8 over 9. That's 1 minus, and it continue. This one I can work out the sum of this part as a, which is -2 over 1 minus r, where r is the common ratio. The common ratio is minus 8 over 9 divided by -2, which is 4 over 9. And then I'm going to look at the positive part separately. The positive part then, which is 4 over 3 plus 16 over 27. I look at that separately, plus that continues. So that's going to be equal to A over 1 minus R, which is 4 over 3 over 1 minus R is 4 over 9. And so when I add these two together, we're going to get equal, equal. Whatever I get, I add them together. So negative 2 divided by 5 over 9. I get negative 3 and 3 over 5. And let me see what I get up here. Then I have 4 over 3 divided by 5 over 9. I get 2 and 2 over 5. 2 and 2 over 5. And so these two, I add them together. These two, I add them together. So I put a plus. When I add them together, what I get is negative 6 over 5. That's option A. Easy question. Solved. Next part says, find the sum of the first 10 terms for this summation. So we're finding now the sum from 1 to 10 of, you can break it up as a sum from 1 to 10 of 5 minus the sum from 1 to 10 of 3 times R. Now the sum from 1 to 10 of 5 is 50. So that's 50 minus 3 times the sum from 1 to 10 of R is 10 times 11 over 2. And that's how we do that question. So you go ahead and put that in a calculator. 50 minus 3 times 10 times 11 divided by 2 multiplied by minus 3 plus 50, negative 150. Easy question. Solved. Moving right along. Question 19 says, evaluate the sum from k equal 1 to 3 of 1 over k. So to evaluate this sum, we plug in k as 1. And so what we get is 1 plus, plug in k as 2, we get 1 over 2. Plus, we plug in k as 3, we get 1 over 3. We add up all of that now to get 11 over 6. Easy question. Question 20. It says the first 4 terms of a convergent geometric progression are 500, 200, 800, and 32. And it says find the sum to infinity of this GP. The sum to infinity of this GP is A over 1 minus R. So it's going to be 500 over 1 minus R. R is 200 over 500. 200 over 500 is 0.4. 500 divided by 1 minus 0.4 is 2,500 over 3, which is option D. Nice and easy. Solved. Question 21. Question 21 says, a line passes through the point 65 and is perpendicular to a line whose equation is 3x plus 4y minus 7. Find the equation of L. So a line passes through this point and is perpendicular to this line. So this line, if you put it in standard form, you would have 4y is 3 minus 3x plus 7. And so what that means is from this line, it is telling us that the gradient m is equal to negative 3 over 4. If the gradient of m is negative 3 over 4, then that means the equation, that means that the gradient of the new line, the gradient, call it m2 of the new line, would be 4 over 3. So since the gradient is 4 over 3, the equation of this line is y minus 5 equals 4 over 3 times x minus 6. So now we multiply through by 3 to get 3y minus 15 is equal to 4x minus 24. We bring everything to one side to get 4x minus 3y, and then add 15 to both sides, we get minus 9 equals 0. Easy question. Option A, soft, capital T. Question 22. Question 22 says, the lines 7x minus 4y plus 25 equals 0 and 3x minus y minus 5 equals 0 intersect at a point P. What is the coordinates of the point P? So first thing, this equation, the second equation, we need to just multiply through by 4. Multiply through by 4, we're going to get 7x minus 4y plus 25 equals 0. Go down, multiply through by 4, we get 12x minus 4y minus 20 equals 0. So what can we do now? What we can do is we're going to subtract them. We're going to subtract them. By subtracting them, what we're going to get is 7x minus 12x, that's minus 5x, and then 25 minus 20, that's plus 45, is equal to 0. And so what you're going to get is x equal 9. If you get x equal 9, there's only one option with x equal 9, and so we know it is option C. Nice and easy, soft. Question 23. Question 23 says a circle has center 3, -2, and a radius of 4. What is the equation of C? So to find the equation of C, first thing you can do is start with the standard form. So we know it's going to be x minus 3 all square plus, notice that the y coordinate is negative, and so it's not y minus 2 but y plus 2 all square, and that's equal to r square, which is 16. So all you need to do is expand this bracket, and what you're going to get is x squared minus 6x plus 9. Then you're going to have plus y plus 2 all square is now going to be y squared plus 4y plus 4, and that's equal to 16. Nice and easy. So all you do now, you have x squared y squared minus 6x plus 4y. Now 9 plus 4 is 13. Subtract 16 from 13, you get minus 3. Look which answer gonna have minus 3. All right. So remember, all we do is just simplify out the constant, then bring to one side. So that's gonna be minus 6x plus 4 minus 3, option C. This would simplify to option C. Okay. It says two vectors are equal if they have the same magnitude and are going in the same direction. Easy. All right, next it says a triangle AOB has vertices 0, 0, minus 3a, and 6, 2. And it says given that AOB is pi by 2, meaning the angle is 90 degrees, then what is A? Now I always like to show a little sketch, but if the angle is 90, then that means that minus 3a and the dot product with 6, 2 equals 0. Minus 3a with the dot product of 6, 2, the dot product is equal to 0. If the dot product equals 0, then that means we'll have minus 18 plus 2a minus 18 plus 2a is equal to 0. And so if that is the case, Then 2a equal 18, and so a equal 9. That's what we get. A equal 9. Nice. Question 26. Question 26 says, find the vector AB. To find the vector AB, vector AB is equal to OB minus OA. That is vector AB. Vector AB is OB minus OA. And OB is 4, 5. That is 4, 5 minus vector OA. And vector OA is minus 17, 25. Easy question. And so what you're going to get is, when you work this out, you will get 4 minus 17 is 21. And 5 minus 25, that's minus 20. So you get 21 minus 20, that's option D. Easy question, solved. Moving right along. Question 27. It says, which of the following formula is used to calculate the area of a sector with radius r and arc length L and angle Q? Well, we know that area of a sector A is equal to arc length r times the angle theta. So it's r times theta. What is theta? So which of the following formula is used to calculate the area of sector with radius r? Wait, my apologies. This is arc length formula. My apologies. Arc length formula is r times theta. So L is equal to r times theta. So L is equal to r times theta. Now, to find area of a sector is equal to a half r squared theta. A half r squared, and in this case, theta is q. So it's a half r squared q. So this one good. But look at this. In this case, we see that L is going to be equal to r times q. So what we can do is rewrite A as a half r times q. And r times q is L. So the area of the sector is equal to a half r times L. Half r times L, which is this one. So 1 and 3 definitely good. 1 and 3 good. So anything without 3 out, that out, that out. Now let's check if 2 is correct, because I say all 3 possibility. Can we get the area is L square over 2Q? Well, L square is what? L square over 2Q. We just need to check if this formula would also work. To check it, I know that the area should work out to be half r squared q. So let's check this one. L, we know L is what? L is r times q. So we have r times q squared over 2q. What that would work out to be is r squared. Then now q squared over q is q, and so it's r squared q over 2. Yes, this formula works as well. And so all 3 of them is good. Easy question. So, question 28. Calculate the angle x. To find angle x is equal to 180 minus, of course, 34 plus 110. And so you get angle x is equal to 36 degrees. But that's in degrees. We need the answer to be in radians. So we're going to work out 36 divided by 180. 36 divided by 180 is equal to pi over 5. That's option A. Easy question, solved. All right. Question 29, it says, which of the following graph represents y equals sine x? To look for which one represents y equals sine x, first and foremost, sine x don't start at 1. Sine x start from 0 because the sine of 0 is 0. Sine of 0 is equal to 0, meaning when x equals 0, the y value is supposed to be 0. That's what that means. When x is 0, y is 0. So this out, this out, this out. There's only one option that have 0, 0, which is option D. Question 36, it says, you have 3 sine square x equal 8 cos x. Has only one real solution given by. First thing you can do is rewrite sine square as 1 minus cos square. So you're going to rewrite it as 3 times 1 minus cos square. So 3 times 1 minus cos square x, that's sine square, and that's equal to 8 cos x. Then you're going to bring everything to one side. So you expand and bring to one side to get 0 is equal to 3 times 1 is 3. So then I carry it over here, I'm going to get 3 cos square x, 3 cos square x, plus 8 cos x, 3 cos square x plus 8 cos x plus 3, and that's equal to 0. Nice. So then, all you need to do is factorize now. So 3 cos square x plus 8 cos x plus 3. What you're going to get is 3 cos x. Factorizing it, signs are the same, both of them positive. So you get 3 cos x plus 1, and that is going to be multiplied by cos x plus 3. Is that right? Let's see. 3. Oh, no, this should have been minus 3. And so this should be minus 1 over here. All right. There's a small little bloopers right here. That should be minus 3. Small little blooper. So solving this now, the only possible solution you can get from this is that the cos of x is going to be equal to 1 over 3. Cos of x is equal to 1 over 3. That's the only possible solution. Easy question, solved. Next question. All right. Now, first thing, once you look at this question, I just want you to know straight away that it has to be something with 1 over root 2 because the sine of 45 is 1 over root 2. All right. And then you have to notice with sine, when you do the expansion with the compound angle formula, the plus has to be maintained. So it has to be option A. Easy. Next question. It says, what is the tan of 2x plus pi by 4? We're going to have to use compound angle formula to write it now as the tan of 2x plus the tan of pi by 4. And the tan of pi by 4 is 1 over 1 minus the tan of 2x times the tan of pi by 4. So it's tan 2x plus 1 over 1 minus tan 2x. So tan 2x plus 1 over 1 minus tan 2x. Easy. Solved. Now this question has been repeated every year. We know that this is 35 degrees. This repeat every year. Big repeat. Repeat always. This is a question that comes straight up from 2012, comes straight up. Question 34. It says theta is between 0 and 90 degrees. The tan of theta is 4 over 3. What is tan 2 theta? Tan 2 theta is given by the formula 2 tan theta over 1 minus tan square theta. This is the formula for tan 2 theta. 2 tan theta over 1 minus tan square theta. 2 tan theta over 1 minus tan square theta. So what we're going to get is 2 tan theta is 2 times the tan of theta. The tan of theta is 4 over 3. That's the tan of theta. So that's 4 over 3 divided by 1 minus tan square theta. Tan square theta is 4 over 3. So we have 4 over 3 square. That's what we have, which will work out to be 2 times 4 over 3 is 8 over 3. And so it's 8 over 3, and that's divided by 1 minus 4 over 3 square. 1 minus 4 over 3 square, which is minus 7 over 9. So 8 over 3 divided by minus 7 over 9. You put that in your calculator. 8 over 3 divided by that is minus 24 over 7. Easy question. Solved. That's the value of tan 2 theta. Next question, it says, what is the differential of this right here? So to differentiate this, first you carry down the power half, then you subtract 1 from the power. So when you subtract 1 from the power, it's going to be 1 over the square root of 7x squared plus 4. But then you have to multiply it by the derivative inside the bracket. And the derivative of in here is 14x. So I can just put the 14x here. But 14x over 2 is 7x. So you get 7x over the square root of 7x squared plus 4, which is option B. Question 36. It says, at a point, it tells us that dy by dx is 0, so it's a turning point. The second derivative is negative 5, which is less than 0. So it is telling us that it is a maximum turning point. Nice. Question 36. It says x is equal to pi by 6. Nice. Find the gradient of the curve at pi by 6. So first thing, you differentiate cos x to get dy by dx. So you differentiate cos x to get dy by dx. And when you differentiate cos, you'll get minus the sine of x, and then you plug in x as pi by 6. Plugging in x as pi by 6, what you're going to get is negative a half. Nice and easy, negative a half, which is option B. Easy. Nice. Next question, it says, given that y equals cos 2x, then what is dy by dx? When you differentiate cos, you get minus sine. So you get minus sine 2x, but then you multiply it by 2, which is the derivative of 2x. So you get minus 2 sine 2x. Easy. Solved. Question 39. Question 39 tells us that the gradient function dy by dx of sine 2x squared plus 1 is, first thing, when you differentiate sine, you get cos. So you're going to get the cos of 2x squared plus 1. But then when you differentiate, you multiply it by the derivative inside the bracket, which is 4x. So you're going to get 4x times the cos of 2x squared plus 1. Easy question. Question 40. Question 40 says the region bounded by the curve y equals x squared, the x-axis on the line x equals 0 and x equals 1. What is the volume generated? So the volume, remember, is equal to pi times the integral of y squared dx. So we're just looking for y squared. Now, if y is x squared, y squared is x to the 4, which is this. So it's option D. Nice. Next question. Find the integral of 2x minus 5 all cubed. All you go ahead and do is you add 1 to the power, so you get it to the fourth, add 1 to the power, divide by the power of 4, multiplied by the derivative inside the bracket of 2. So it is 2x minus 5 to the 4 over 8. It's option C. Easy question. Moving right along. Question 42. What is the integral of sine x minus cos x? Now when you integrate sine, you get minus cos x. When you integrate minus cos x, you get minus sine x. So minus cos x minus sine x. 42 is D. Nice. Next question. It says the integral from 0 to a of 6 plus 3x is 72. Then what is a? So the integral of 6 plus 3x is going to be 6x plus 3x squared over 2. And this is equal to 72. So all you need to do is form a quadratic equation, multiply through by 2, and remember we're integrating from 0 to a. So substitute a and multiply through by 2 to get 3a squared. This is going to give us 3a squared over 2 plus 6a is equal to 72. Multiplying through by 2, that will give you, multiply through by 2, you will get 3a squared plus 12a, and then 144, and then I just write it as minus 144 equals 0. Once you have this now, you can divide through by 3 to get a squared plus 4a, and minus 144 divided by 3 is minus 48, and that's equal to 0. So all you need to do now is go ahead and factorize it. So go ahead and factorize this now. So you're going to get a minus, let's go with 6 and 8. No, signs are different. The greater product positive. 8 and 6. Divide through by 3. Did I do this right? Let's look at it again. Plug in a. I get 6a. I get 3a squared over 2 equals 72. I times everything by 2. I get 3a squared plus 12a equal 144. I bring over 144 to get minus 144. When I divide through by 3, I get a squared plus 4a. Yeah, that's right. So what you're going to get is 4 squared minus 4 times minus 48 times 1. B squared minus 4 times a times c. Something went off here. Oh, this was the issue. My apologies. I'm going from 0 to a, but the question said from 2 to a. This was so blurry in my eyes, so I made some slight mistake. So let's adjust that. Just a little bit of adjustment. This is supposed to be from 2. Let's make some adjustment. Just so you see the adjustment, I'll do it in black. So it should have been from 2. And so then it wouldn't equal 72. We have to minus. So fix this. What about that? We have to put from 2, put minus. When you plug in 2 up in here, so what you're going to get is 6 times 2 plus 3 times 2 squared divided by 2. That's 18. So it's minus 18 equals 0. So when I bring over 72 is 90. So this is supposed to now be, it's supposed to be minus 90. Just do it in red so you can see the change. When I bring it over is minus 90. All right, so I subtract 72. When I times it by 2, it's going to be 180. 180. And then I divide through by 3, and then finally it becomes 60. So one small mistake threw off the whole question. This then becomes 60. So if it is 60 now I can go ahead and factorize, because now the factors are 6 and negative 10. So it's a minus 6 times a plus 10 equals 0. And so you get in a equals 6 or a equal negative 10. But them tell us a positive. So a must be 6. Easy. Next question. It says the integral from b. I can't even see what this is. I think this is b to a. The integral from b to a of f of x. And well, where a is less than c and c is less than b. So b is the bigger number. So I'm going to rewrite it then as x is equal to minus the integral from a to b of f of x. I'm going to rewrite that. And so I'm going to rewrite it then as, now we can go from the integral from pretty much then a to c plus the integral from c to b. All right, that's how you do it, and then you put a minus. But you can also rewrite this as the integral then from c to a plus from b to c. But that wouldn't. Integral from a to c plus the integral from c to b. This. I'm not seeing this clear. This has to be a, and this has to be b. All right, that's what it has to be. The only way it would add up, or the only way it would make sense, is if that's a to b. Then there'd be no minus, and so then you just get a to c plus c to b, which is option C. All right, now this question 45 says, the region R is enclosed by the x-axis and the curve x squared plus 2x minus 1. The lines x equal 2 and x equal 3. The area R in units square is, so the area R is the integral of y. So we need to integrate x squared plus 2x minus 1. Integrate x squared plus 2x minus 1. When you integrate that, what you're going to get is x cubed over 3 plus x squared minus x. And of course, you're integrating all of this from 2 to 3. And so all you need to do is plug in x as 3. And so what you get is 3 cubed over 3 plus 3 squared 9 minus 3. Close up that bracket. You plug in your 2 now. Plugging in 2. Plugging in 2, you're going to get 8 over 3 plus 2 squared is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. You work out what all of that is. 3 cubed is 27 over 3, that's 9, plus 9 is 18, minus 3 is 15, minus 8 over 3 plus 2, I get 31 over 3. And that takes care of this question. Nice. So we've completed 2019 paper. It was really easy. Hope you had just as much fun as I did, and stay tuned for 2020 paper. So.